Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Today we've got a very controversial video for today and an interesting topic and an interesting guide all in one. Hopefully you are looking after yourself. We are more or less getting closer to the weekend with the 2x voids around the corner and obviously that event. I don't know how you guys are getting on with the fusion. Hopefully you're doing quite well. Obviously, if you're not seeing a champion showcase on the Fusion, I will ping that at the end. You can go check that out. It's definitely a immiscible showcase, and I feel myself in a quick, short brief. I think this is the most empowered champion since Taurus and Marish was released. He's that nutty, and I do recommend him on that scale, which is a bit of an unfortunate thing for myself because I don't really like sheep. But hey ho, that is my opinion. Anyway, let's get into today's video. I don't want it to be too long. I don't want it to be too short, but this has been requested by a few of my audience that don't know that this tool can do this type of thing, and I want to go into it today and show you guys how to do this. Now, we all spend a lot of time in Raidshadowlegends. We all have full-time jobs, and we all basically have a lot of things going on. And we all spend a lot of time in raid, playing raid, especially with fusions, with free silver enhancement events going on. And I want to talk about the best way to roll your gear and look after your gear and gear cleanse your account. Now, we're not going to go down and do a gear cleanse glide on videos because I don't personally agree with them. I think every account is very unique and situational. And my only advice is if you don't know what you're doing with gear, go out and check out a professional or a content creator, someone that does this on a day-to-day basis and can really help you and give you that one-to-one support throughout like a coaching session or a gear cleanse or service or something like that. Anyway, we're not up here today to try and sell that. We are here to talk about RSL. RSL is a tool that can help you roll your silver. I didn't know that RSL can do this, but this helps me on a day-to-day basis when I'm doing my own gear or when I'm doing account services like gear cleanse and stuff like that. And I can just basically go in here and I roll all the gear up to like level 8, stuff like that, and then I sell it off and basically try and teach a person how to gear cleanse their account. So I do use RSL on a big scale. I've probably been using it for like a month now, where I've just been using it to when I'm doing like duties around the house, like cleaning, cooking, or playing raid on my laptop on my account, and then I'll set this up and basically roll people's gear to level 8, and then I'll go in and sell it. Maybe I'll go into level 12 and stuff like that. And I want to talk about like how this helps me manage my time and how this will help you guys manage your time. So first of all, let's go over artifacts and stuff like that. As you can see, I've been doing my gear on here already, ready for gear cleanse. And as you can see, I can see all the gear. Now, it's important with RSL that you open the RSL with you open your raid with RSL. So you need to close down your raid from the screen, open RSL, and then open up raid for you. So you can see your account name here, which should be here, and it'll basically work with everything. So let's go into the most crucial thing. First of all, before we use this, we do need to go into our infantry and then open that up here. This needs to be open for this to work, or otherwise it just won't work. So the main thing you want to do is you want to like tell the RSL helper what you want and stuff like that. So basically, I want normally all the gear to be rolled to level 8. So I put the target level 8, and you can use this to kind of like always just like have like your level 0 gear that's not been rolled already, just so you can speed up the process of rolling the gear to level 8 to do you should always roll your gear to level 8, right? To do a gear cleanse. Like that's just like the basic rule. You roll everything to level 8. It doesn't cost you anything to silver, because when you sell it, you'll receive your silver back. You don't make any extra silver. You probably lose like 100,000 overall or something like that, depending on how much gear you keep. But it's generally a good way to manage your account. So we're gonna go here with target level. Now you don't need to do this, but this generally helps to see what you've got to roll. Okay. We got target level 8, so I want everything to be rolled to level 8. We clicked on artifacts or accessories at the top. They're like the basic two things. And then you're going to go ahead and say add to the queue. So it's all yellow. And then you're going to press the green button. Then this will open this up and start rolling the gear to level 8. Now you can set this to level 12, level 16, whatever you fancy, level 4, whatever. Like, you can do this. Generally, I'd say recommend doing this for fusions. And when you've got fusions going on with silver enhancements, right? It's just generally a good way, or C versus C, because there's a good amount of points as well, too, generally. So as you can see, we are rolling the gear one by one. Now, Grim, how do we speed up this process? Because it can take a long time. Now, we're going to get into that in a second. So, we're going to watch this go up to level 4. And stuff like that. Now, generally, I would leave this now and go do something else, right? Like go play a different game or do this overnight or something like that, because it does take a little bit of time, 2-3 hours, depending on how much you gear. Now, we've got 877 level 0 gear. So obviously that's more than half my account that needs to be rolled. Now, I know everything doesn't need to be rolled on my account, but if you sell your gear quite regularly and stuff like that, and you're rolling your gear quite regularly, you're also going to have less to do. So that's something to also take into consideration and stuff like that. Now, how do we speed things up? Let's go ahead and stop this. We don't want to do or spend any silver or anything like that. We just wanted to kind of show you. We're going to clear the queue and stuff like that, and then we're going to go into a bit more detail on other things. So let's go ahead and show sample. I just want to make sure we're not showing any personal details. So okay, so do we are not. There's artifacts. So that's the artifact one. Okay, so we got artifact here. You're going to go into settings, which you'll see here, and then you'll see general clicker, right? And then the general clicker is the one you're changing to roll up your gear. So generally that does make it quite easier to sell your gear and to speed up the process of rolling the gear. So you just play these, I go with 250 milliseconds and stuff like that. I don't use sell on this. I don't really use anything else like champion training or anything like that, because there is just like, we get enough auto battles and stuff like that now, unless you're like Super Kraken or stuff like that. So these are how you speed it up. Now we've covered that, let's go into a bit more depth about how to see certain gear and do certain sets and maybe certain stats. Okay, so for example, let's go into accessories. So it says here info tab, accessories not visible. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so basically if we open that up, you now see that that red thing's gone, and now we can say okay, cool, so let's go to rank 6. I only want to roll level rank 6 and I want to do a certain like faction. So let's go to like demon spawn, for example, because we have a Kaimar and I want to roll all my banners up for that. So like certain banners to do this. So you just have to tell it what to do. So for example, accuracy banners. Oh, sorry, that's substats. We don't want to do that. Actually, this is a good thing to do for like accessories for Kaima, right? You can see here everything is rolled to level 12, and then we've got 2 pieces here. So we're going to click on all of them, or you can just put it in yourself to do this. Now, this doesn't really matter when you only have 2 accessories, but most people would have like 20, okay? You can kind of understand that. That'd be a little bit more daunting. And you'll see again, you can play with the levels, so you can't see them, and you only see that it's only level 0, okay? If you go all the way down to 0. Now I like to see everything available, and then we are going to go open it up, make sure that it's open in the background, and then we're going to press play and watch it just roll the 2 items that we selected. So again, really simple, okay? Like, I don't think that you can make this any more simple. But let's go back into artifacts, because I think artifacts is more crucial. Personally, I think it's a little bit more situational. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I don't feel like the auto sell needs to be set up. I feel like you should be checking your gear anyway and keeping an eye on it and selling your own gear. But you can sell it when you have time. So we're gonna press stop. We're done with here. It's still gonna do its thing. And then we're gonna go back to artifacts. So it tells you that the artifacts are not ready and something like that. So we're gonna go back into artifacts and open up the artifacts. Now let's say you're on C versus Z and you've got plenty of accessories that you just like, all your gear that and stuff like that from, let's say you're doing position there, or Slayer gear, right? Like I just fortunately Slayer gear, I want to roll it all up to make my life easier for a silver enhancement. We're gonna go to artifacts. We're gonna go to, doesn't matter if you click 5 or 6, you can click any. We're not really interested in any substats. All we are interested in is Slayer gear, right? So we're gonna go all the way down to Slayer. But now, unfortunately, I don't have any Slayer on this account, so we're gonna go, because it's a free-to-play account. We're gonna go to precision gear, which is here, and as you can see, we can see all the pieces here. That's level 8 and stuff like that. So again, I'm gonna just bring this down to see what is level 0 and see how much we got to roll. We have 117 pieces. We can see that there's a couple of pieces that I might not want to roll. We always do 6-star first because you get more points and it's more in game. And then you're gonna press play, and then you're gonna let it do its thing here. So again, you can do certain sets, so you can target certain sets and stuff like that to do your rolling. And if you wanted to roll it to level 12 to complete silver enhancement a bit faster, because level 8 won't give you many points, but level 12 will. Or if you just want to roll certain pieces of gear to level 16 and you're a bit like tight on time, you can select the pieces individually and get this to do the work for you, right? So you can multitask through the day. I think like to deal with the raid stuff, you do need to deal with multitasking in a day. That's why I use RSL and for this, and then for the other app I use is normally LD Player. When I'm out and about, I can set up my faction wars and stuff like that. On that, I made a video on this a long time ago. I'll ping that again. So here, you guys can go check that out. Really cool app as well, and it's free. So it's useful, right? Anything that's free is good. Anyway, guys, that is it from me today. That is the RSL guide on how to roll silver and how to roll your gear, and hopefully help you, give you an easier life to do this, right? If you are generally looking for more advice, tips, or tricks with raid, go and check out my stream on Twitch, grimreapertvraid, where we are live 6 days a week. And the questions and stuff like that, you can ask anything. No question is a silly question. I always have time for my community and stuff like that. And we have a great community as well. So if I can't answer it, someone else will. Anyway, I've been Grim Reaper. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.